Many of you have noticed that as you look through the activities in the activities area, there's some difference in the models and sensors now. You will see a green globe with an arrow, which means that this activity will run in a browser without additional software. But my students are working in physical science right now on the periodic table, and I'd like to do this model, which actually is a Java-based model, and you can see it has a square icon with an arrow, and that's how you can tell the difference. You can also sort up here by browser-based only, but there's so many rich models that are still available with the Java-based. I'd like to show you today how to use those. And it's a little different than it's been in the past, and that can be frustrating, but stick with it. These are great models. So when you get to this point and you don't have the software loaded, it does remind you that in order to do these models, you need an application called CC Launcher. If you don't have CC Launcher, click here and download it. If you're going to do a lot of ITSI models, I recommend putting this application on or the DMG file on a thumb drive or your local network so students can load it rather quickly, unless you can go in and load it ahead of time. So I'm going to go over to my Finder. I'm going to go to my applications, and I'm going to find CC Launcher, and I'm going to start this. The only way I know that it has started is over in my dock. I can see the CC Launcher, and then this will pop up. Now, there are times this takes a little bit longer than I expect it to. So if it's a busy day on the internet, don't get frustrated. This will pop up, the CC Launcher. Okay, the other thing I need to do now is go to the activity and download it. And we're going to do the periodic table. Okay, I have that. Go ahead and click OK. The activity will load. If you have security in your browser like Safari does in the version that I have here, and I know Chrome does this, and Firefox doesn't tend to do it as much, you're going to need to come up to this down arrow and open the activity itself. And then it should pop up launching the kernel as you're used to. So here's our activity on the periodic table. And that is how to use CC Launcher to use the Java-based models in ITSI.